Psych, folks. Welcome back to OnDavidsBrain's Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance for PS4. Don't worry, this isn't going to be a whole bunch of new gameplay or whatever. Maybe. Just looking at... I just unfortunately noticed some stuff in the epilogue that I kind of accidentally skimmed over. Let's see, finish the story, and Badge of Pride. Let's see, some new character records and the story. Let's see. Kairi, Sora Riku's childhood friend. As one of the 7 princesses, she became a target of the forces of darkness, but thankfully Sora and Riku came to the rescue. She's waiting in the Destiny Islands for their safe return. Xigbar, one of Organization 13's members. As number 2, he has Xehanort's trust above all others. His job this time has been to protect Sora and lead him further into the abyss of sleep. Saïx, one of Organization 13's members. He expired after an epic clash with Sora. In his human years, he was named Aiza and was Lee's close friend. Now a piece of Xehanort. Naminé, Kairi's nobody. Organization 13 used her special powers to manipulate Sora's memories, but in the end, Sora saved her. She ceased to exist after reuniting with Kairi. Xion, Organization 13's mysterious 14th member. She was an experimental replica used to catch Roxas's memories and create a Keyblade wielder for the organization. In the end, she was erased from existence and returned to Sora where she belonged. Terra, one of 3 Keyblade wielders who played a pivotal role in a historic clash more than a dozen years ago. Master Xehanort possessed his body, and although Aqua saved him, his heart may never find its way back to where it belongs. Aqua, one of 3 Keyblade wielders who played a pivotal role in the historic clash more than 10 years ago. To save a friend, she cast herself into the realm of darkness, never to be seen again. Ventus. Yeah, you know that part? His heart's sleeping, and has been laid, and he's been laid to rest in a certain chamber of a certain castle until someone can wake him up. The Armored Ventus Nightmare. The armored form of someone who wished to protect Sora as darkness closed in, but the armor itself is also mantled in darkness and poses a serious threat to Riku. Ansem the Wise. The wise man who once ruled over Radiant Garden. His apprentices stole his research into the heart and brought chaos to the world. The real Ansem expired while trying to thwart Organization 13's dark plans. He has left some sort of data inside Sora's memories. Master Xehanort, a former Keyblade wielder whose obsession with the Keyblade War led him to give his heart over to darkness. He tried to forge the Keyblade and trigger another Keyblade War, but 3 young Keyblade wielders put a stop to him. Now he's revealed his ultimate goal, to create the real Organization 13 and infuse his heart into all its members. Young Xehanort. Xehanort in his early years, he's traveled through time to guide Sora towards a ghastly fate. Game records. Yep, Sora's dive mode. The world that never was. Now that, let's see. Queen Mini blah 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 blah. After unlocking the 7 sleeping keyholes, Riku arrived in the same world where Organization 13 had once held its stronghold. Riku found a spectral version of Sora trapped inside some sort of bubble. He tried to wake his friend, but a personification of Sora's nightmares, a figure in a black coat, approached from behind. He defeated the nightmare and kept calling to Sora, but it was Ansem who responded and tracked Riku into the darkness for a final confrontation. Ansem explained that Riku had unknowingly dove into Sora's dreams and become a Dream Eater, but he would be of no help to his friends so long as he kept the darkness inside him in check. Riku agreed, but rather than give in to Ansem and accept the darkness, Riku decided to return into light once and for all. He drew his Keyblade. After Ansem was defeated, Riku awoke in the real world, but his Dream Eater powers remained. With the help of his spirits, he was able to reach Sora. Sora was seated in one of the Organization's 13 thrones, but the gray-haired youth knocked Riku away before he could get to his friend. The youth revealed that Organization 13's true purpose was to transfer the heart of Xehanort into 13 worthy vessels. Now Sora was about to become the last of those vessels. As if to drive the point home, 12 other figures materialized to fill the other seats. The youth revealed his identity. He was Xehanort's boyhood form. Just as he was gesturing to the highest seat of them all, King Mickey appeared and stopped time. He tried to rescue Sora, but someone lashed out of the king and knocked him away. Young Xehanort was able to move even when time was stopped. He and Riku fought. No sooner had Riku bested the youth than time started to flow again, and Master Xehanort appeared in the highest seat. He told Riku and King Mickey about the 7 Guardians of Light and 13 Seekers of Darkness who were destined to clash and forge the Keyblade. And they were too late. Master Xehanort's heart was sneaking its way towards Sora, and Xemnas and Ansem were barring the way. Just then, a blaze of fire stopped Xehanort's heart from reaching Sora. Lead arrived right in the nick of time. And the king and Riku were so shocked that they nearly forgot they were in danger. But Adala and Goofy arrived in a flash of light to save the day. Master Xehanort had failed to claim Sora, but he assured all present that the clash between light and darkness was imminent. Then he revealed the other 12 members of the real organization, and he and the other 12 members of the real Organization 13 dematerialized and returned whence they came. King Mickey warned Yen Sid of Master Xehanort's true motives. They needed to wake Sora up, and Yen Sid said that the only one who could unlock the sleeping keyholes possessed that power. And even if that person reached the abyss into which Sora's heart had fallen, they might never return from the darkness. But Riku had heard Sora calling to him, and he knew he must be the one to dive back into Sora's slumber. In the abyss, Riku was attacked by a suit of armor clad in deepest darkness. He defeated the armor and freed Sora from its defenses, then watched helplessly as his friend sank into the darkness. Did he do the right thing? Only Sora's Keyblade remained. Riku took it and unlocked the keyhole. Riku's eyes blinked open. He was home on their island. Figures appeared asking difficult questions. Roxas, another boy who looked like Roxas, a girl with raven black hair. He sensed his answers mattered. When his eyes next blinked open, he found himself in the company of Ansem the Wise. Ansem the Wise gave Riku his research data, which he hoped would serve as a clue when Sora or those connected to him were most lost. The love in Sora's heart would be the only way to save them. And with that, the true Ansem assured Riku that Sora had awoken. It was time to go home. Riku woke from his dive to hear what sounded like a celebration. Were Sora, Donald, and Goofy having a party? Sora threw his arms around Riku when he saw his friend was safe. Somehow it all seemed very backwards. Riku passed the exam. He had shown the mark of mastery, and so Yen Sid dubbed him a true Keyblade master. Sora was happy to see his best friend receive such an honor. Lee, however, was still trying to get the knack of summoning his own Keyblade. What? As if that weren't enough of a shock, suddenly a Keyblade materialized in Lee's hand. He'd become a Keyblade wielder. Sora realized he had some unfinished business. He opened the sleeping keyhole and ventured through alone. And when he woke up in Traverse Town, he looked around for... There they were! A moment later, Sora was surrounded by rowdy but very happy spirits. With a smile, Sora thanked them for all they had done. And now for the last little surprise.
This world is just too small.
Sora's late. Do you think he's okay? Gorsh, Lee sure hurried back to Radiant Garden, and now Master Yen Sid's sending Riku away too, on some mystery errand.
Yeah, it's like you guys are just chopped liver or
we'll
something.
ever get to do something important?
I don't know.
Hmm? Oh, welcome back, Riku. Hey, wait. Oh!
The Keyblade Wars of yore plunged the true Kingdom Hearts into darkness, and the Keyblade was shattered. But the light still shining in the hearts of children rebuilt the world that we know today. And the light from the broken Keyblade was then divided into 7 to protect the number of pure hearts in the world.
7 pure lights. They're the princesses of heart.
Indeed. Those 7 pure hearts form the very source of all light in the world. If they are lost, the world will again give way to shadow. Thus, even if we deliberately avoid finding our 7 lights to avert another Keyblade war, Xehanort will still target the 7 princesses in order to forge the Keyblade.
So, there's gonna be a clash between 7 lights and 13 darknesses? And there's nothing we can do to avoid triggering the Keyblade War?
He's pretty much got you pegged down.
To protect the 7 pure hearts, we will need 7 lights strong enough to stand against the 13 darknesses.
So we're missing 1 Guardian of Light.
Maybe not.
Riku! You're back!
That's right. Master Yen Sid. I brought you the guest you asked for, but you never said why.
Huh? Wow!
I have come to learn that you too can wield a Keyblade. I am glad you are here.
Yeah, Kairi's kind of done sitting on the sidelines. She's got a Keyblade. She's one of the 7 princesses. She's definitely going to get involved with this either way. So, might as well learn to defend herself, I guess. Ooh, a new one in Symphony of Sorcery. Definitely gonna have to look into that. And you know, just for a little bit of giggles, let's go see Sora try and take on Julius. I mean, I'm not expecting Sora to win or anything, but well, if anything, just to go and give me some, just to give you all some scope as to what exactly I'm going to be dealing with. Uh-oh.
Who are you?
Your worst nightmare. Or at least try to defeat Julius. Yeah, see what I mean? I've got a lot of work to do with him. Although the first thing I gotta do is get Sora and Riku up to their full strength. And you guys are definitely not gonna want to see me grind through all that. Well, when I get up to when I get Sora and Riku's skills up to full, then I'll show you guys the fight against the secret portals and Julius. So, until next time. Like I said before, this is Dave Live with OnDavidsBrain. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and contribute to my Patreon. Link is in the description at the bottom. Sweet dreams.